competitive billionaire and Tesla company owner Elon Musk will now be playing the role of David, as he aims to strike out two giant corporations that manufacture iPhones and Android phones using his stone, which is the Tesla Pi phone. Elon Musk's Tesla business is getting ready to introduce its first phone called Pi. So if this smartphone will be released this month, manufacturers like Apple, Samsung, and others should get ready to face stiff competition because it is speculated that its abilities could compete with their products. Welcome back to our channel. International Tech Masters is here again to deliver the latest tech news. Now, we are bringing you another interesting topic in which we will discuss Elon Musk's new product, the possible reasons for his attempts to use it to outperform iPhone and Android phones, and gauge if it can be successful in the future. Because of Musk's company credentials, many people were eager to learn their perspective on what a modern smartphone should look like in the form of the Tesla Pi phone. So to give you a hint about the upcoming phone, I will now reveal its expected features and specifications. The Pi phone will have a 6.7-inch OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, 8GB of RAM, 512GB of internal storage, a triple camera setup with 50 megapixels cameras on each lens, a 40-megapixel selfie camera with high image quality, a 5,000 mAh battery, a pixel density of 458 pixels per inch, and a brightness level of around 1600 nits. Additionally, it weighs almost 240 grams, which is considered heavy, will only be available in black, and is assumed to be priced at $800 to $1,200. Meanwhile, the details about its processor are still not confirmed, but it is mostly rumored to utilize the octa-core processor. What do you think about its features and specs? Do you think the Tesla Pi phone has the potential to be a game-changing smartphone that can beat the iPhone and Android phones? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section down below. Elon Musk is known to have lofty goals or ambitious dreams, which must stem from the fact that he is the wealthiest person on the planet. So technically, even losing millions of dollars feels like losing only a couple of cents for him. Although we still cannot remove doubt about his latest product because he is quite arrogant and makes empty promises, like how he promises that by this time he can have humans freely walking on Mars, yet it didn't happen. Another good example was when he claimed that he could revive Twitter from its struggles if he were to be in charge. But then he made it much worse when he became its CEO. In line with that, since Twitter has issues regarding moderation policies, the Apple App Store and Google Play Store have been considering kicking Twitter out of their stores. But instead of Musk feeling threatened about it, his response to that was to create his own phone. One of the famous conservative commentators, Liz Wheeler, tweeted on November 26, 2022, "If Apple and Google boot Twitter from their app stores, Elon Musk should produce his own smartphone. Half the country would happily ditch the biased, snooping iPhone and Android. The man builds rockets to Mars. A silly little smartphone should be easy, right?" To which Elon Musk replied, "I certainly hope it does not come to that, but yes, if there is no other choice, I will make an alternative phone." In addition, when Liz asked on a poll if people consider switching to Telon phone if ever made, the majority answered yes. However, they mostly bashed Musk for crediting himself too much compared to his hired employees, who do the hard work and get pressured to meet his expectations. Moreover, Musk appears to believe that Apple and Google control the smartphone market through a duopoly, but this is not true at all. Even though they are the companies that launched the most successful smartphones, other existing companies are also well-liked by consumers in some parts of the world. Thus, for the Pi phone to be the best, it must surpass every excellent device ever made. But why did Musk choose to develop a smartphone instead of other products? Musk's company had made a name for itself in the automotive and aerospace industries, so its team decided that it was now time to launch a smartphone series into the market to widen its business niche. Since the company has a SpaceX satellite service called Starlink, they are thinking about creating a smartphone that can connect to it. This is an edge for them, as all the cell phone makers do not have their own cell phone networks and do not own a satellite business, unlike Elon Musk. He even plans to connect his future phone with Starlink to let us have a cheap, high-speed, low-latency, and global smartphone service. In this way, he can profit from his phone while at the same time putting more revenue into SpaceX. But as we can observe from its name, it would use the branding of Tesla because it has a stronger consumer brand than SpaceX. and the phone is being planned to be a natural accessory to a Tesla car and for other purposes. This huge project involves a lot of cash generation, but since Musk is super rich, we can infer that this is not his motivation for having more sources of income. He does it because he wants to colonize Mars, but to do that, he needs to spend an insane amount of money. He is passionate about this project because he believes that for human life to continue, humanity needs to evolve into a species that can exist in several worlds. Given all of that information, do you believe that the Tesla Pi can hypothetically be successful in the future? But before we take a glimpse of things that can predict its fate, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Give this video a like and click on the notification bell to get you posted on our next upload. There is no real precedent that a phone produced by a company Musk owns would be successful based on his underwhelming performance in a good portion of the businesses that he owns, such as the internal reports of Twitter's potential impending bankruptcy, the boring company's general lack of results, and Neuralink's failure to secure permits for human trials until now. Tesla is obviously out of the picture due to its success, but it appears to work best when Musk does not decide on it. But to be fair, the Pi phone appears to be small but terrible, so tech companies must watch out. Because the Tesla company is known to produce unusually good features, such as having a bioweapon defense mode for their cars and designing an invincible Cybertruck. Other than that, they incorporate the concept of vertical integration, where instead of outsourcing, a portion of the production process takes place within the company. Since there is no middleman, this has the advantage of making the company more efficient in its production and technological progress. However, because they are not always experts in everything, ongoing tests are always required. Furthermore, Microsoft has attempted the same thing before with its Windows Phone, yet it still failed despite being a known company. That is why it is anticipated that Musk will have a hard time convincing loyal buyers of many established smartphone companies to switch over to his new phone. There are many things that only Elon Musk, being the richest person in the world, can do. He even had the expensive dream of making Mars habitable, which inspired him to work hard and expand his business so that he could someday finance this project. As we know, the Tesla Pi phone has a lot of potential, so let us watch and see if it can do well enough to beat the smartphone products that people have learned to love for years. But I hope it will not be one of his projects that never comes to life because, to be honest, the leadership of Elon Musk as a business owner is so lacking. And since he is losing money with Twitter right now, it seems doubtful that he would dive heavily into the smartphone sector. We're sad to say goodbye, but we're afraid that's it for today's video. Before you leave, you can check out our other videos about virtual reality being considered as a learning tool, Elon's actions to save Twitter, why the online safety bill could threaten our freedom, and many more. And lastly, if you want to know more about the latest tech news, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell to keep you posted.